bold and beautiful fans. Welcome back to Soap Family, your ultimate soap opera fix. After all those years filled with love triangles, hospital visits, and those emotional speeches, could it really be that Liam Spencer is on the brink of death? And you won't believe this. Why are Hope and Beth being totally left in the dark? As we know, Liam has received a terminal diagnosis. We've got an inoperable mass in his brain. Doctors are being straight with us. Grace, Bridget, Finn, they've all delivered the same message. There's nothing left to do. But people, this is Soapland, where death is just a temporary setback. But this time, it definitely has a unique vibe. The tone, the pacing, and those performances, especially from Scott Clifton, really give off that farewell vibe, don't you think? Let's talk about the facts. Wyatt has disappeared, and only God knows where he is. Caroline has been long dead. Bill is really just a shadow of who he used to be. And guess what? Ivy is back out of the blue, but we can't seem to find her anywhere. Wow, it really seems like the show is wrapping things up for the Spencer dynasty, doesn't it? And it looks like Liam could be the final one to make it through. Right, people? We've definitely seen this game before. Remember Eric? He too was on the brink of death. And then, just like that, he wasn't. Likewise, we have Sheila. She was gone. But then she made a surprise comeback. Finn was killed off, but then he made one of the most dramatic comebacks in B&B history. So, it's fair to say that this might just be another fake out, people. I really want to say yes, but honestly, the writing just feels more final this time around. The emotional impact and the callbacks to Liam's life. It's amazing to see him making those unforgettable memories with Kelly, especially that emotional father-daughter dance. It's totally giving off those closure vibes. This time, there's no big twist brewing in the background, and it's definitely not like those past fake-outs. No sneaky villains, no secret operation, just a gradual, heart-wrenching journey to farewell. Now, there's a question on everyone's mind. Where are Hope and Beth? Can you believe they're not part of this storyline? Liam is facing a tough battle, and he's making the most of every precious moment with Steffy and Kelly. So do the writers know that Beth is also Liam's daughter? Or is there a twist? Hope is not just his ex-wife, she's also his co-parent and someone who definitely still has feelings for him. As we know, Hope has been on quite the roller coaster ride, huh? She's facing some tough times, losing her job, feeling lost in her direction, and dealing with the end of her relationship with Carter. But hey, shouldn't everything else take a back seat when it comes to the possibility of the father of her child dying? Here's where the writing really starts to feel a bit off. It seems like they're handling Liam's illness as if it's only impacting part of his family. It feels like Beth and Hope have taken a back seat in his story. And honestly, that's just not believable or fair. And to make matters worse, what if Liam has a secret to explode about Beth? Remember the baby swap saga? Perhaps Beth is not the child she's meant to be. Perhaps there's a secret that Liam knew all this time, but kept it hidden for the sake of Hope. Something like he's not the father of this Beth that they are raising. We just know that the original Beth was swapped, but there's no confirmation that this child, the one they really lost. Coming back to the point, this missed connection really hurts a lot. Picture this. Hope discovering Liam's condition through someone else. Beth just overheard something and is like, why didn't anyone tell me about this? Liam, with a heavy heart, sits down to have a real talk with Beth. He knows he has to look her in the eyes and explain why Daddy might not be around for much longer. It's a moment filled with emotion and honesty. Guys, this is some powerful stuff, and it's totally being overlooked. We've got Hope baking muffins with Brooke, totally sidelined, while her ex is out there counting down his last days without her even having a clue. If this is truly Liam's exit story, it feels like a huge missed opportunity to dive deep into the emotional weight of his life and everything he's leaving behind. Whoa, another twist in the story? Ivy's back in Los Angeles, but what's the point? She hasn't reached out to Liam at all, and she hasn't even given him a heads up that she's in town. It feels pretty strange if we're actually closing the book on his storyline. So the big question is, was she brought back just to be a silent witness? Is she going to make a dramatic entrance right when Liam's about to face his final moments? Ivy has always been in the shadow of Hope and Steffy, kind of like the less popular understudy. And honestly, this return hasn't really changed the game at all. So if Scott Clifton is indeed saying goodbye to the show, and this is his farewell moment, it totally adds up. He's an Emmy-winning actor, super talented, and definitely ready to take flight. There's some exciting chatter going around that he could be making a comeback as Dylan on General Hospital. Or who knows, he might dive into primetime or even comedy, where his charisma could really light up the screen in a fresh way. Finally, here's what we're left pondering. Is the Bold and the Beautiful really going to kill off Liam Spencer? And why are Hope and Beth being left out in this storyline? Honestly, I just can't bring myself to say goodbye to Liam yet. If we're going to do this, let's make sure we give him a full circle story. It's all about that satisfying journey, right? Let him see both of his daughters. Let's give Hope a moment to connect with the man who has been such a huge part of her life, right? So guys, please share your thoughts in the comments below, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell icon.